a mess. Hello viewers, it is Bazooka Bolos is here, and today we are back with another stream. And how are we doing today, chat? Welcome to the stream, Vedas and Trius. Well, the vertical format of this stream is broken, so yeah. Alright, I pinned the message for those. What's up, Rick Grimes? How are you doing? But again, for you guys that are watching on the vertical stream, I know it's broken. For now, I'll have to look into how to fix that after the stream. So for now, just click on my channel and just go into the other stream that's horizontal. This is the first time trying out this feature, so yeah. My hope is by dual streaming I can eventually start gaining more subscribers and views, because I'll be streaming to vertical as well. So at least once that's fixed. And by the way, chat, we got new builds. We got a bunch of new builds in the prefabs. some of my friends decided to give away their old builds that they're not using, and so I ended up getting a bunch of new builds. A lot of low rises, we got some mid rises, and even a couple high rises. Some of these have full interior as well. Yeah, you see, yeah, some of them do have interiors, which is pretty cool. This build I've liked for a long time, and now that I finally have it, I can celebrate. There's no stairway to get upstairs, but there's no stairway to get to the upstairs, which is a bit weird, but I think I can just build one out the back. There's a lot of old kind of tenement buildings. It's these townhouses. And there's a lot of corner buildings as well. There's these. These two are really old, so they're not that great, but I can easily fix them up if I need to. But I will be making some changes to some of these buildings. There's these buildings over here. There's a bunch of mid-rise and high-rise buildings we can now use. There's this building over here, which is a huge feeder. So I can replace the old feeder with this one, and then that other feeder can be repurposed into something better, like maybe a basketball stadium. What's up? What's up, Denny? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I apologize that the vertical stream's broken. You'll have to go into the horizontal format stream by clicking on my channel, and then you should see another stream. If it says portrait on it, that's the vertical stream. The one that's broken. There's also this building, which is my favorite. And this one's special because it's full interior every floor. Obviously the floors broke. The floor's not supposed to be this, because the floor kind of got cut off in the process, but this interior is completely detailed, which is pretty awesome. And there's like a bunch of apartments in here, in these different rooms. And there's a bunch of different floors with basically similar looking apartments. And then here's the top floor, which is really cool. It has these really tall windows. And it's kind of like a huge conference room kind of thing, I think. Your mic is catastrophically low. I don't know what to tell you because it's all the way up. I don't know why everyone's been saying it's quiet lately. I haven't changed any of the settings. It's actually starting to piss me off. Or maybe my music's loud, I don't know. Weird, I'm using volume 40 on my TV when I typically use 10? That's weird. Is the music louder than normal, or is it the same volume? Can't hear the music? What the fuck? So everything's quieter than normal. Huh. That's odd. So it's not just my mic, everything's quieter than normal. What the fuck? Oh yeah, that's... oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn back on my desktop audio slider after filming that video. I was filming a video the other day and I forgot to turn that back on, so you should be able to hear the music. So that was something, so that was just a Demenza problem. Still gotta figure out why the mic seems to be quiet though, that's odd. What's up, Somo? How we doing? What's up, BK? You on Bedrock? Yes. I'm bored as shit all of a sudden. Bitch chat, I'm gonna show you guys some of the stuff I'm gonna show you guys the stuff that I've done in the last like 2 days. So firstly, I made this building here. It's a kinda Art Deco style tower. Which I think looks pretty cool. Is the embassy building ready? I didn't bother doing any of that. But this got roof details as well. That's supposed to be blue. But yeah, I made this building yesterday. I like the roof, thanks. And then something else I did over here is I cleaned up the sewer line for the beats a little bit, and I made kind of a boulevard style road that goes all the way through the beach side, and it goes all the way up to where Bazooka Hills is. And then I laid down a bunch of plots for the new neighborhood, the neighborhood of Brooklyn, which will be a new neighborhood coming in soon. And it's gonna have those bigger houses with the attached garages. How long should the stream last? I don't know. It depends how we do view-wise. If people ain't watching for sit, then I'll end it early, but if we have like a decent amount of views, then I'll keep it going. It's like I'm kind of in that stage where like if no one's watching my sit, then why should I even post? But I really want to keep on going. Try to bring back the passion I originally had. Slowly but surely, we're building up. And also one thing I learned while taking time off to focus on fitness is that the moment you give up is the moment you let someone else win. And that someone else is Devin. And obviously I have to be better than Devin at everything. So, yes. So, yeah. What's up, the Minecraft Builder? Welcome to the stream. How are we doing today? Hey, does anyone else have problems with the mic being quieter than usual? Cause Tria said the mic was quiet earlier, and I don't know if anyone else is having the same problem today. I need to give myself night vision so you guys can actually see. Now I hear it. Not me. Tria says your mic's exploding. Oh, that's weird. I guess it might be some kind of bug between like either Streamlabs or YouTube, I don't know. It might be a Streamlabs thing. It could definitely be. I got to skip school today because my parents had to go to work 2 hours early, so they couldn't take me to school. Damn. School got cancelled here. The wind chills got so cold last night that they closed school today. Lucky, yeah. I was gonna stream on Monday. I was gonna stream yesterday, but my friend Alpha Hippo Gamer went live, so like, why bother? Yesterday night it literally felt like winter despite being the hottest time of the year. Wind chills down to 0 degrees Celsius. Damn. Crazy for summer. It was down to like negative 15 Fahrenheit last night, wind chills. Why do I have cords off? And I also need to give tree as operator, because it resets permissions when you port Java Bedrock. Oh, that crap. Let's make a little bedroom here. Then let's have a little bathroom there. Something like that. Then do something like that. And then the rest is space for me, like living space. Again, kind of making the layouts for these interiors. Let me join, awesome. See, this has the staircase and it's already completed inside. I'm gonna try making a building in my Minecraft city that uses the window designs like you have. Awesome. Because that's advice that I usually give people is to detail their Minecraft windows. Detail the windows. Just adding detail to your windows will basically level up your build. Prefabs are at 50k, right? Yes, they are. They're at the same place they've always been on this world. What's up, Baku? Welcome to the stream. How are we doing today? Mm. If it looks good, I'm gonna remake a whole world of billions to have it. Yes, sir. Yeah. I might make a tutorial for those soon because a lot of people seem to struggle with window details in their buildings. So I'm probably gonna make a tutorial on that soon. Probably within the next month. What's up, Dipolar? Welcome to the stream. I've been doing pretty good. I finally did a one-arm press-up for the first time last night. Is there any cities you recommend to look at on Google Maps? It depends what you're looking for. Like, do you want like big cities, smaller cities, like villages? What exactly do you want? Like cities with a lot of modern architecture, a lot of older architecture. What happened to Java? I'm back on Bedrock. Alpha and his friends gave me a bunch of old builds from that they're not using. So if you look back at the beginning of the stream, you can see all those builds. Or you can look at the announcement channel in Discord, I posted them. My size is small, medium size. I'm looking at for buildings to the style you're making. Okay. As far as smaller cities go, I think you could definitely take a. There's a couple like you could look at. You got there's Mount Vernon, Ohio, Mansfield, Ohio, Newark, Ohio. Those are three that are pretty good. What's the buzzing sound in stream? Probably my PC fans. They make a little bit of background noise. There's gonna be a door there. These 4 buildings are gonna be kind of tricky though. None of them are. None of these 4 buildings are gonna have interiors, but I still want there to be like a way that you could get into them. I'm struggling to find the builds made on the prefab world. They're kind of towards the outside of the prefab area, but I don't blame you because prefabs are fucking huge. Like, they're huge. Like, honestly, if we just took all the prefab builds and put them into the city, if we just made all the roads in all the areas and then just put in prefab buildings, the city could probably be like 2/3 the way complete, at least. Well, I don't know about like over 2/3, but probably 2/3, yeah. But yeah. See, this already has a staircase going up it, plus there's that door. Just kind of detailing the backs of these. Yeah, I decided now I'm gonna kind of take a step back from like building a whole bunch of new stuff, and I'm going to yeah, I'm gonna finish detailing like existing things. Somos is I'm gonna build here. Where at? That there's gonna be a park there. You can't build there. You can build anywhere you can build downtown buildings anywhere where there is the smooth stone blocks. But only have them facing the streets that go north to south. Because between like these buildings, for example, there's gonna be like alleyways. There's gonna be like alleyways through most of the buildings in this area. This way, yeah, yes. So you can build like some mid-rise buildings in this area that's like probably 5 to 8 floors. Like as long as they're lower than like 10 floors, it should be good. Gray, welcome to the stream. Can I join the user Skyrose1? Sir. There you go. I added you. My user is Bazooka Dozer, like it says on the top of the screen. What's up, Thomas? Welcome to the stream. What should I build? I could get you started out with a house. And depending on your skill, I can let you build in other areas accordingly. Let's make the driveway hook up to these sidewalks. And each of these little backyard areas. I have to install Bedrock Edition? Alright. Dipolis' city looks nice, thank you. Dipola, do you ever plan to come back to Minecraft, or is it like a permanent break? Permanent break as a cause at work? Makes sense. There's only one version of a debug stick. Bedrock Edition does not have debug stick. You'll have to play on Java Edition if you want debug stick. Somos is like that Java, by the way? Nice. Oh, dang it, that's why it didn't work? Yeah. I just have to use pistons and levers to set my trapdoors. Yeah. Yeah, my city has commands that, like, I have like a whole command block system that can automatically turn cherry trapdoor fairly complex, so yeah, they're pretty complex, so I don't expect you to be able to really do that very easily unless you're pretty good at commands. Dipolar says, what happened to Thistle? I stopped seeing him in both alpha and your streams. Thistle's just been gone for a while. Like, I think, yeah. I think around like a month ago he just randomly blocked me for no reason, and then that's the last I've heard from Thistle. Yeah, that's... yeah. I haven't heard anything from him since. I don't know what happened to him, but I guess he just decided to move on with life, I guess. I'm not good at commands, I just remember watching a video on how to do it a while back. I see. I was on with him and Tater yesterday. Ah. Thistle Mouse was on your will? Alright. He just wasn't chatting? Ah. Never mind, the trapdoors don't fit due to the other ones. Yeah, you use, yeah. You'll have to put another layer then. But keep in mind, if you want bit interiors, this window design can be a bit restricting. Let's put some grass here. There's one thing I don't like about Pinecone Shader Pack. It makes the grass really dark. Trees, when will the next builder tier list update be out? I've been kind of pushing it off. I've been doing other things. So the builder tier list updates kind of been getting pushed off. Kicked down the road. Definitely won't be tonight though, because I need to get my video edited tonight. So maybe if I have extra time on Thursday, I could update the builder tier list, but no higher than 8 floors, right? Yeah. Remove this garbage bin. Maybe this one too. Anyone playing Hytale? No, I haven't. I haven't bothered getting Hytale. Glass looks like sit. No, it doesn't. Well, I have to use the sideways tables for the upper floors, but will this look better? Yeah. Yeah, you can use the set block command to put the trapdoors into the vertical position. Okay, my building looks good so far. That's good. Bacon says I'm at work. Alright. Hey, did you guys have school today, or did it get canceled? For me, school got canceled, so I'm asking you guys. I mean, it's 6 floors? That's a pretty good height. Yeah. Mine got canceled because of how cold the wind chills were. Alright. This little Finny is coming along. School's in today, but I didn't go. I see. Bro, that new guy put his username in chat wanting to join, but he never joined. I haven't heard from him since. They probably left the stream, like all new people do. 10 viewers, nice, yeah. That's alright. Alright. There we go, we got a little... We have our little staircase, makeshift staircase thingy. These roofs need detailed, but that's a lot of roofs to detail, so I'll probably outsource some of them eventually. Or maybe I'll just detail like a couple a day, and then do them over time. That's probably the best bet. I low-key want to put like some big mill that goes all the way across this white wall. What do you use to edit videos? CapCut. What did I put here? You know, Eucalyptus is a pretty cool city, so I'm probably gonna... I might have like a poster for Eucalyptus here, I don't know. Or just something random. Actually, yeah, I'll just have something random. It wouldn't really make sense to have like a whole poster for a city, slash ad, because this isn't a place that a whole lot of people would go through, so having an ad just wouldn't make sense. How's J.O.'s Pizzaville? I don't have Discord, so I don't know. I just posted a tour video on it last weekend, so... I just posted the world tour video of Pizzaville. So check that video out, and you'll see how Pizzaville's doing. It's getting pretty big. Yeah, spoiler alert, it's getting pretty big. I was using iron trapdoors for the windows, but the wall was sandstone, so I used birch trapdoors, and now it looks good. I don't. Yeah. Usually in the build, you would want details that contrast your walls, so like the iron trapdoors would be better, or like a darker shade of brown. Unless that's what the reference does. But usually your build looks better if contrast is involved. Alright, there's a pretty low effort little mill. It gets the job done. Fills the space. The trapdoors are supposed to be in a tiny wall in between two windows. Makes sense. Suggestion for the goofy on-screen text. Are you talking about which text? Are you talking about the gamer tag one or the sub count, sub roll, whatever? Decrease their size and move them to the bottom left corner of the screen. I could do that. Yeah, I could do that. That way it's not like cutting off like the coordinates and whatever. Maybe do that with just with the username. The subscribers one ain't too distracting. I can just remove the username one. It's not a big deal. The mic? What's wrong with the mic? What's wrong with it now? It sounds like pop rocks. What? Yeah, I actually don't understand what's going on with the mic. It seems everyone's having problems with it at different times. At this point, I feel like either my mic is just actually bugging, or I'm being rage baited, and I just don't know it yet. How does the mic sound now? Better? Awesome. But I'm not hearing my music.